Hello viewers, my name is Spencer Strott, or most of you may know me by the name of LifeStealer58, and welcome to a brand new series that I really hope I do not need to continue, and this series is called The Bad Things About You in C.M.A. 2. This whole series will be going over the past few months, maybe weeks, I don't know how often I'll do this, again I hope I never need to do this, but explaining all the bad things that have happened in C.M.A. 2, whether it's people stealing stuff, griefing, and the reason why I'm making this video is because this world is also made for you guys. I believe there's at least one person out there that cares about this world and cares about the issues that's going on with it. So I'm just updating you guys on that. However, this is just a reminder of, hey, don't do this stuff, otherwise you'll get banned or kicked, most likely banned. But I just want to quickly go over some things that have gone wrong. And again, the series will not continue if nothing goes wrong. If everything goes 100% right, then obviously I will have no reason to make this series. I want to make it very clear that I take anything, even if it's just like the teeniest, tiniest thing, like you steal like a stack of wood, for example, very, very seriously. Because, yeah, you may steal a stack of wood, but what if I didn't catch you? Or what if you were planning to take more and stuff like that? So I take everything very seriously. However, with that said, I just want to say thank you to all the people that followed the rules, because I would say around like 92% of the people that I've met or have an experience with on this world has gone positively. So thank you to all of that. I'm not being a very negative person. I will be in this video because obviously I'm discussing the negative things, but I just want to make it clear that not everyone, it was complete mess and it was horrific. So let's start off with the order of appearance, but also just because we're here. I've recently started updating the rules because if you guys remember, the requirement was to go down here and then read the gold thing, and then it'll say watch the CMA2 rules video and information video on YouTube. However, I decided to scrap that because I just decided, put my trust in people, at least for now. That could change. I'm just doing it for a little while and seeing. So far, I would say it's gone relatively smooth. So I've kind of let people leave the lobby, and I've just explained what the world is and explained that's a YouTube world and what we do and stuff, and to basically, and make sure you listen to this part. I always tell people, make sure to ask before doing anything. I make that extremely clear, because if they ask before doing anything and follow the answer that I give them, then obviously they won't get in trouble. So I always say that to every single person that has ever joined the world. So this is the first one. This isn't the griefing part right here. This has always been like this. I think he just forgot to finish it or something. But basically, here's what happened. Someone by the name of TopShotNick007, and huge shout out to him because he actually caught this right as it started, was it looked like someone was destroying this house and using these blocks from this house for the person's own advantage. This person has been banned, and let's say this person wasn't actually griefing this house, then he didn't defend himself at all. I kicked him out of the game. He never messaged me saying what he was doing. He never apologized. He did absolutely nothing. And while, yes, he probably took down like 4 or 5 blocks from this, while that's not that big of a deal, if Nick didn't catch him, he might have destroyed the whole house, plus the main house, plus this thing. I don't know what he would have done, and I don't even know why he was doing it, so therefore, I marked him as griefing and banned him from the world. So yes, there has been some griefing, and again, it was only around 5 blocks, but again, it could have been way more if Nick wasn't in this area, so thank goodness he was here. We needed to reload that save, which prevented everyone's building progress from happening. We probably could have just replaced the blocks, in all honesty, but I was scared that he did more damage than just the house, so I reloaded the last save to be sure. This thing is really irritating to me because it's so obvious what this thing does. There's redstone literally right there, there's pistons, and there's blue stuff, and you would think that blue stuff is water, right? Well, someone ended up pulling the lever, even though there's a sign right here, do not pull lever. I don't know who adjusted the sign, but I should make another one. Originally, the sign was right in front of it, blocking it, but here's another sign. I'm probably going to make another one. But this really irritates me because obviously you don't ask permission. Sometimes this actually can crash the world, which is the main reason why I don't want people pulling it. And the worst part is they didn't even replant the saplings. That's just literally so lazy. And there was a sign right in front of it. Now it's on the side, apparently. I bet one of the crew members did that. It was literally right in front of it. There was no way you could have missed that. You could have seen it at any possible angle, and people still do it. This really irritates me a lot because it's just so disrespectful, and the fact that you don't even replant them or apologize or anything is absolutely wrong. So it's not necessarily the thing that bugs me, it's the fact that they weren't willing to admit it, or not even following the rules and stuff like that. Second off, everything in the main house, again as a reminder, is not up for grabs, and obviously you need to ask permission before doing anything, so you'd think you would ask for permission. Well, thankfully, I did catch this person right as he was doing it, but someone walked into this and started taking wood from here, which is not a no-no. That is not up for grabs. And again, thankfully, I did catch him, but if I didn't catch him, he might have taken everything from the main house. I really want you all to know that every single building block in here or anything in this house was collected by me and slash or the crew members, because the thing is it blows my mind how some people think, oh, there's stuff in the chest neatly organized. I guess I can help myself, even though there is no sign or anything saying help yourself. It really irritates me how people think they have way more freedom than they do on Worlds, and especially because, again, I've said to them, ask before doing anything. It really irritates me how people just take stuff without asking or, being aware of it. Collected resources and organized chests are not for you, okay? Ever. In anyone's world. Unless they specifically say help yourself or there's signs saying help yourself, then it's okay. But if the host doesn't give you permission to take something, but also doesn't say take whatever you want, then it's off limits. And that just really irritates me. And thank goodness I caught that person, but that would have been a disaster getting all those stuff. The third thing, wait, is this the third? Kind of fourth-ish, third-ish, whatever, is people tend to jump on these crops, which I expect. Honestly, I have jumped on these crops on accident because it's such a forced habit to sprint jump for me. For now on, if you guys happen to jump on crops, I always give people all diamond tools, including a hoe. Please replant. You can just, hang on, do I have a hoe to show what I mean? I don't actually, because I think I gave it someone else to fix this who started working on it. But all you need to do is destroy wheat. It should drop 2 seeds, hoe this, and then replant the seeds. It's really not that hard. I'm going to start doing it because, again, I'm part of the reason why it's also destroyed a little bit. So that is quite irritating as well. The sheep, nothing has gone wrong in that. Here's another thing. Someone actually did steal this without permission. Well, obviously, I kind of consider it stealing without permission, but also stealing with permission. Someone took white wool from here, which is very frustrating because wool is not fun to get. Wool is very frustrating item to get because you need to rely on the sheep's eating grass constantly. And someone took a stack of wool. There's more wool taken, but I actually replaced some of it. And this wool is also up for grabs. Anything in chests is not up for grabs, or unless you ask for permission and follow the permission if I give you. If I say yes, you can take some cobblestone from that chest, then obviously yes, you can. And remember, if you take it without permission, that is stealing, which is ban-worthy. Yeah, but wool especially just drives me insane. All items drive me insane, but wool is just like, really? There's even, I need to show you guys this too, because this even irritates me more. There's literally a double chest full, well, not a fully full, but a bunch of shears in here so you can shear your own sheep. I believe I know who actually stole the white wool, but I'm not 100% sure. Over here, people do not sometimes replant the tree saplings. This doesn't happen often. This probably has only happened like once, I would say. Actually, no, probably more like 2 or 3 times, but it's not a common issue, thankfully, so good on that. But just a reminder, always replant saplings. That's a rule. And people did this. I might have been the one to fill it with carrot farms, but it does say only pool if crops are fully grown. I need to change that sign, but again, come on, replant them, guys. This is obviously a wheat farm, which you may not know, but there's wheat seeds in here. The fact that they did this, like, why go to the effort of just replanting this? I really want to know why. It's just, that irritates me as well. And again, all these issues are not that severe, thankfully, but again, these were all caught very early on. It's not like we all of a sudden caught the griefer who destroyed everything, or we just caught the person stealing like an hour later. We all caught them at the very beginning, so these cases may be extremely severe. And again, so far I've only banned 1 person. I may ban more, but for now I've only banned 1 person from the world, and that was a person that griefed that house. Another thing that has happened, although I haven't seen proof of it myself, is people have reported people stealing from their houses, like, without them being on it. For example, I believe this was the person, someone by the name of Bearable Jam 02. He said that whenever he came back on the world, he noticed his stuff was gone, and it looked like someone walked over to his house and took it, which, of course, is a no-no because you're stealing, and that is just, again, ban-worthy. So that's all the stuff that I could think of. Again, I really hope this is not a reoccurring series, and obviously this will only be reoccurring if stuff goes wrong, and if stuff goes wrong and the series continues, that means I'm just tightening on the rules, which no one wants, I'm pretty sure, but I'll need to, because this is a YouTube world, and I care a lot about this world, and a lot of other people, I believe. I believe there's at least 1 person out there that truly cares about this world, so that's why I need to put these rules and restrictions. Anyways, though, please, if you've done this, never do it again. And if you're thinking about joining this world, don't do that type of stuff. It's just some of the stuff is just so obvious. It's just like kind of just makes me wonder like what runs through people's brains to like, oh, I didn't know, because that's obviously intentional because you need to know. Anyways, though, thank you all so much for listening. Shout out to all of you who have followed the rules and been extremely kind and stuff like that. I do plan on probably next week saying the good things about you in C.M.A. 2, talking about all the positive stuff, because there actually has been way more positive than negative, thankfully. But I still want to make it clear what's going on and stuff. So yeah, thank you all so much for listening. And I hope I never need to make this another episode of this again, because I don't like doing this. But I need to. Anyways, I will see you later.